A casual conversation turned into a moment of danger when a young man, chatting with two women after shopping, was suddenly confronted by two armed suspects. According to reports, the men jumped out of a nearby car and pointed their guns directly at the group, attempting to launch a robbery. But before the situation could escalate, the young man instantly sensed the threat and reacted without hesitation. An armed robbery was abruptly stopped after quick action by customers prevented the situation from escalating. According to reports, a masked suspect stormed into the store and attempted to overpower a man who was speaking with the female cashier. Before the attacker could gain control, another customer intervened, grabbing the suspect's arm and forcing him to the ground during a brief struggle. The weapon was successfully wrestled away, neutralizing the immediate threat. At the same time, a second customer stepped in to assist, helping bring the incident to a swift conclusion and ensuring the safety of everyone inside the store. No serious injuries were reported. Authorities were later alerted, and the suspect was taken into custody. A sudden street robbery attempt took an unexpected turn when a pedestrian was ambushed by two thieves on a motorcycle while walking along the sidewalk. With no time to escape, the man reacted instinctively. Instead of running or trying to climb a nearby fence, he lunged forward, knocking both attackers off the motorcycle in a single, decisive move that immediately disrupted the ambush. The impact left the suspects stunned and scrambling. One of the robbers, wearing a blue shirt, was later seen holding a firearm, but the chaos of the moment worked against them. By the time they regained their bearings, the intended victim had already escaped safely. A late-night robbery attempt collapsed within seconds after the intended victim reacted faster than the attackers expected. The incident occurred at night when two robbers aggressively rushed a man on a motorcycle in the middle of the street, attempting to steal the bike under cover of darkness. Believing the timing gave them an advantage, the suspects moved in without hesitation. Instead, the plan unraveled immediately. The victim fought back, broke free from the ambush, and revealed that he was armed, instantly turning the tables. One suspect was knocked to the ground during the struggle, while the other froze, stunned by the sudden shift in control. A carjacking attempt collapsed almost instantly when the intended victim fought back. According to reports, two men were preparing to leave in a white car when two robbers suddenly rushed in, yanked the door open, and pointed a gun. The attackers dragged a man in a white shirt out of the vehicle, attempting to seize the car. But the plan unraveled fast. The victim resisted fiercely, drew his own firearm, and fired in self-defense, throwing the situation into chaos. Startled and overwhelmed, the robbers panicked and fled, abandoning the attempt. A violent robbery attempt at a post office in Scotland was brought to a swift end, thanks to the courage of a nearby customer. According to reports, a suspect dressed entirely in black and wearing a mask entered the post office and pushed a woman working alone behind the counter, attempting to carry out the robbery. Before the attacker could escape, a customer standing nearby reacted instantly. He vaulted over the counter, tackled the suspect to the ground, and helped protect the shaken employee. Other witnesses quickly joined in, assisting in restraining the suspect until police arrived. No serious injuries were reported. A frightening roadside encounter took a sudden turn when a woman confronted an attempted armed robbery while parking her car alone. According to reports, three armed men spotted the woman and quickly moved in, pointing their guns directly at her in an apparent attempt to launch a robbery. But the situation flipped in an instant. Before the suspects could act, the woman fired first in self-defense, catching the attackers completely off guard. Panic set in immediately. The would-be robbers scattered and fled in different directions, abandoning the attempt. No injuries were reported, and the woman escaped unharmed. Authorities are reviewing the incident as part of an ongoing investigation. A quiet morning at a local bakery was shattered when a man wearing a motorcycle helmet burst inside, brandishing a handgun. Witnesses say the suspect chambered around and fired a warning shot, sending customers scrambling for cover. The threat lasted only moments. An off-duty police officer, inside the bakery as a customer, reacted immediately. Moving decisively, he drew his weapon and neutralized the gunman, ending the danger before anyone could be harmed. The entire incident unfolded in seconds. No bystanders were injured, and the scene was secured shortly afterward as authorities responded. A street theft took a disturbing turn when a thief snatched an item from an elderly man, causing the victim to fall heavily onto the pavement before the suspect fled on a bicycle. The incident did not go unnoticed. Several young men nearby witnessed the entire scene and immediately chased after the suspect. The thief was unable to outride them, and they quickly caught up, forcing him off the bicycle and preventing his escape. The group then contacted police and restrained the suspect until officers arrived. The elderly victim received assistance, and authorities took the suspect into custody without further incident. The case highlights the role of quick community response in stopping street crime and ensuring suspects are safely handed over to law enforcement. A tense robbery attempt was caught on video as a woman was confronted by two armed robbers while her husband, still recovering from a recent shin bone fracture, was unable to intervene. According to the footage, the attackers returned to the couple and demanded the keys to their car and home. Realizing the danger, the woman hid the keys and refused to comply. What followed was a remarkable display of courage. Despite being alone and unarmed, she stood her ground and fought back, confronting the robbers head-on. Her resistance caught the attackers off guard, and within moments they panicked and fled, leaving empty-handed. No serious injuries were reported. The incident has drawn attention for highlighting extraordinary bravery under pressure, and how decisive action can sometimes stop a crime, even in the most unequal circumstances. Faced with a surge in bicycle thefts, one bike owner decided to fight back. Not with force, but with a simple, clever trap designed to discourage would-be thieves and draw attention to a problem affecting cities everywhere. Bicycle theft has become increasingly common in many urban areas. Thieves often target expensive bikes, especially those secured with weak locks or left in places without surveillance. Working quickly, sometimes in under a minute, they strike in broad daylight, and a person's bicycle, whether used for commuting, exercise, or school, is suddenly gone. In some cases, the thefts border on the absurd. A rider steps into a supermarket for moments, turns around, and the bike has vanished. In certain neighborhoods, 3 to 5 bicycles are reported stolen every week, yet investigations frequently stall due to blurry footage and a lack of solid leads. Criminals are also becoming more sophisticated. Many now use specialized tools to cut locks efficiently, while others disguise themselves as delivery drivers or rideshare workers to blend in and avoid suspicion. Beyond the financial loss, each theft carries a psychological toll, eroding people's sense of safety in public spaces. The situation has made it clear that simply locking a bike is no longer enough.